Po is back on the big screen with Kung Fu Panda 4, so let's review the movie. Let's start off with everything I liked about it. And for starters, the cast. I feel like the new additions into this cast of characters is very unique. I do like Awkwafina's character in this movie, and just some other additional characters I feel like just really work with the movie, and they're just a nice add to bring into this new franchise of movies into this universe. And the animation style, I do feel it is unique. There is like a hint of newness in some shots, and I feel like it really works with the type of movie that it is and adds a type of uniqueness to the film. Like, not the entire movie's like that, but I feel like what we do see of it is very nice. And I do like the story in this movie. I feel like just the villain really does bring this type of movie to life. And I feel that the villain is something kind of unique. I feel like the villain really does add something unique to the film and kind of adds like this nice spin on the abilities that the character is able to do and the type of story that Po goes on with this kind of story. I feel like it also does work with the way everything plays out. I felt like it made for a nice kind of fun, entertaining story. And on that note, this movie is just a fun time. It has its problems, but it's a fun time. You can enjoy this installment in the Kung Fu Panda franchise. And yeah, it's just a fun time. It kind of takes stuff from the other films and kind of puts it into this one, while also adding some new stuff to this universe. 8 years later, I feel like this was a really solid installment, but not perfect. So let's move on to everything I didn't like about it. For starters, this is my least favorite out of the 4 movies we have now. It's just, I'll break it all down, but it just doesn't have the same flavor to it as the first 3 movies did. Starters, before a lot of people ask me in the comments, the Furious 5. They are not in this movie, which is a main problem because they're the main part of the first 3 movies, but for the story, it doesn't feel the same without the Furious 5 really in there. And I don't know why they didn't really include them for the story, because it just feels lifeless without them, without their charm in there. And it just doesn't really work the same without them in this movie. And another thing, the humor in this movie is nowhere near as good as the first 3 movies. It doesn't have the same charm to it. In fact, I think I only laughed about 2 to 4 times in this entire movie. And it's just, the comedy's not as strong. I feel like this movie's not written as well as every other installment into this franchise. And it's just missing that flair that really made all the other Kung Fu Panda movies good. Because without like certain elements that are really strong in the first 3 movies, this movie doesn't really have those elements. And it's just comes out as just a entertaining enough installment into this franchise. And I feel like definitely could have been better. And they could have definitely fixed a lot of stuff up to really make this movie work, but instead we just have an entertaining installment that could have been a lot better. So for Kung Fu Panda 4, I'm gonna recommend it, but I feel like only if you're a hardcore Kung Fu Panda fan, you can probably check this out in theaters. But if you're just a casual person that just wants to watch a movie, you can probably wait on this movie. And out of 10, I give Kung Fu Panda 4 a 6 out of 10. Thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned because my next video I'm going to be ranking all 4 Kung Fu Panda movies, and the video after that's going to be all 46 Dreamworks movies. See you guys then. You can find those videos over here once they're up.